Good evening, Internet. They say the pinnacle of a good hero is his villains. If that is to be the case, then today on Jack Media, we're counting down the top 5 movie villains. Okay, a few criteria before we begin. This is a list of the top 5 movie villains. TV villains are their own episode. Same goes for horror villains, and of course, comic book villains. So I'm sorry, you know I love the Joker and Lex Luthor as much as you do, but that is a list for its own day. With that out of the way, I'm going to move on. Coming in at number 5 is a cold-hearted machine man sent back in time to kill John Connor. Yes, I know what you're thinking. It's the Terminator, correct? Well, kind of. Close enough. I'm going with the Liquid Metal Terminator for my number 5 choice due to the fact he is fucking awesome. Sure, Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator is pretty cool as well, but he pales in comparison to his Liquid Metal brother. This Terminator is the upgrade, the ultimate killing machine. Its ability to move through walls and transform its body at will is just amazing. It can turn its arms, legs, and any other limbs into weapons if needs be. It can change face and body structure. It is genuinely a terrifying villain, as it represents the fact that you can trust nobody when this machine is around. Throughout cinema history, there's been several characters to don the shades and suit, but none of them ever come close to our number 4 pick. Yes, I'm talking about the unstoppable, the unbeatable, the awesome Agent Smith. Yes, this figment of the Matrix is one of the most badass cinema characters of all time, being able to multiply, do karate, and cheat his way through the Matrix like it's nothing to him. This computer program is badass to the bone, and we love him. Sure, the sequels to The Matrix weren't great, but he is by far the most important part of them, being able to fly, fight, and do weird CGI karate.
I'm gonna enjoy watching you die.
Harry! Oh, I'd almost forgotten you were here.
Harry Potter, the boy who lived, one of cinema's most well-regarded characters. But what exactly did this boy live through? Well, that would be our number 3 pick. Yes, the Dark Lord Voldemort himself. The Dark Lord Voldemort is a badass, imposing character from the Harry Potter franchise that genuinely delights me to see him on screen. He's awesome, he's menacing, he's dark, he's brooding, he's everything a good villain should be. He's such an entertaining character. I'm very happy to see him on screen. He's behind most of the terrifying things that happen in the Harry Potter franchise, including the death of our main character's parents. He's like a magical version of the man who killed Batman's parents. He is genuinely awesome and a great character. He's what a good villain should be, and I'm happy to see him on screen. If you don't like him, you should reevaluate your life choices. Horror, the genre in which we pay to be terrified. Yes, I genuinely love horror, and if you can notice it by now, I've tried to stray away from it thus far. But it beckons, it calls for me to return. So I'm gonna talk about my favorite horror movie villain as well. Yes, I've tried to stray away from horror just because I feared it would take up the whole list, with your Jason Voorhees, your Michael Myers, your Unstoppable Killing Forces, your Chuckies, your spooky ghosts, all of it. I've tried avoiding all of it, but I have to talk about my favorite villain. My number 2 favorite villain of all time is a horror movie icon. He's scarier than Freddy, scarier than Jason. But why is he so scary? Well, I'll tell you why. Because he's a normal man, a human, and shows exactly what we could be if we progressed down the wrong path or had one bad experience a day. Yes, coming in at my number 2 pick is the unstoppable, the undeniably awesome Hannibal Lecter. Yes, Dr. Lecter is a genuine delight to see on screen. He's hyped for a lot of Silence of the Lambs, so once you finally see him in action, it's genuinely terrifying as he rips a man apart with his own bare teeth. He's an awesome villain and terrifies me, playing psychological war games and just being genuinely awesome. He's smart, he's intellectual, he's genuinely engaging and entertaining. He's no bother about being a villain. He genuinely knows what he's doing. He's not delusional, he's not psychotic. He knows what he's doing, he just enjoys the hell out of it. That makes him my number 2. When you eliminate horror and you eliminate comic books from the mix, there is no way that this villain is not number 1. He is genuinely awesome, genuinely terrifying, and is just the best villain there is. He is the unstoppable, the unbeatable, the unmatchable Darth Vader. In my mind, Darth Vader is the perfect villain. He is the pinnacle of evil. He destroys planets, he kills children, but deep down you know and understand his motivations. Well, most of the time, that is. Vader is threatening, he's imposing, he's genuinely awesome, in the way that most villains sometimes lack. He's a badass with a laser sword and a dark, evil voice. Huge lightsaber that glows a beautiful red. Hell, he kills one of the main characters in the first few minutes of your movie. That is awesome and terrifying. Do you know what it's like to be sitting there as a child and just see old Ben Kenobi, the character you finally start to warm up to? He's an old Jedi, he knows his way around the Force, and oh, he's dead. Oh, whoa, this guy, he might be alright, he's not that big. Oh, he just blew up a planet. Yes, Vader is genuinely awesome and a unstoppable villain. I love him immensely, and he is a great screen presence to see. I hope J.J. Abrams makes him come back in The Force Awakens. Until then, I've been Jack for Jack Media, and I hope you've enjoyed my list. If you don't like my choices, remember, they are my personal choices. Leave a comment down below telling me who your top 5 would be. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
The plans you referred to will soon be back in our hands. Don't be too proud of this technological terror you've constructed. The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force.